Motivation is not a personality trait. It is chemistry. Before you take action, before you decide to pursue a goal, before you feel driven or inspired, neural circuits inside your brain are already calculating value. Deep in the midbrain lies a structure called the ventral tegmental area. This region contains dopamine-producing neurons that project into multiple parts of the brain. One of their primary targets is the nucleus accumbens, a core component of the brain's reward system. When you anticipate something beneficial, food, social approval, achievement, dopamine neurons begin to fire. But dopamine is not simply a pleasure chemical. It is a prediction signal. It encodes the difference between what you expected and what actually happened. This is called reward prediction error. If an outcome is better than expected, dopamine spikes. If it is worse, dopamine drops. Over time, your brain learns to adjust behavior to maximize reward and minimize disappointment. This learning process strengthens neural pathways through synaptic plasticity. Circuits that lead to successful outcomes become more efficient. Those that do not are weakened. Motivation begins with anticipation. The prefrontal cortex evaluates goals. It weighs effort against potential reward. It integrates past experiences stored in memory networks. If the expected value is high enough, it signals downstream motor systems to initiate action. At the same time, the basal ganglia help encode habits. Repeated behaviors that consistently produce reward become automatic. Neural loops form between the cortex and striatum. Over time, less conscious effort is required. Motivation transforms into routine. Energy is required for motivation. Neurons involved in goal pursuit increase metabolic activity. Blood flow rises. Glucose consumption increases. Mitochondria generate ATP to sustain neural firing. But motivation is sensitive to stress. Elevated cortisol can reduce dopamine signaling. Chronic stress dampens reward sensitivity. Activities that once felt engaging may feel flat. This neurochemical shift is linked to burnout and depressive symptoms. Sleep also regulates motivation. During deep sleep, dopamine receptor sensitivity recalibrates. Memory circuits consolidate learning related to reward. Without sufficient sleep, motivational circuits become less responsive. Social factors strongly influence dopamine pathways. Human brains evolved to value belonging. Social recognition activates reward circuits similarly to food or financial gain. Variable rewards, unpredictable likes, comments, notifications, create strong dopamine-driven learning loops. Addiction hijacks the same circuitry. Substances or behaviors that artificially elevate dopamine can override natural motivational hierarchies. Over time, baseline dopamine levels adapt. Natural rewards feel less satisfying. The system recalibrates towards stronger stimuli. Motivation is therefore not about willpower alone. It is about neural calibration. The balance between effort cost and perceived reward determines action likelihood. The anterior cingulate cortex monitors effort expenditure. If the cost feels too high relative to reward, motivation drops. Small successes matter. Each completed action generates a small dopamine response. These signals reinforce continuation. Momentum builds through repeated prediction confirmations. Neuroplasticity plays a central role. Repeated goal-directed behavior strengthens corticostriatal pathways. Over time, actions that once required intense motivation become part of identity. Right now, as you consider your next objective, your brain is computing probabilities. Is it worth the effort? Is the reward meaningful? Have similar attempts succeeded before? These calculations occur beneath awareness. Motivation is the visible expression of invisible neural mathematics. The question is not whether you have motivation. The question is how your neural circuits have been trained. Because every action you repeat reshapes your reward system. And over time, your biology determines what feels worth pursuing.